Hey guys, welcome back to another account showcase video, and alright, so don't ask me why my Serenity pot is completely empty. Funny story, when it came out, I was under the impression that it was purely for aesthetic pleasure, right? Like you just want to design your own Animal Crossing Minecraft-esque place to hang out with, and that wasn't really something that I cared about. I didn't realize until about a good month ago that they have a shop with practical benefits that I've been missing out on for over a good probably 8 months or so, and now I'm doing it now. So yeah, the only problem is you can't put stuff because they're still undergoing maintenance, but that's not what we're gonna do today. I haven't done an account showcase in a while, ever since my channel took off actually, because I didn't think it was really necessary since I wasn't making too much progress from day to day, but it's been a significant amount of time, and I think I should update you on where it is that I am in game and to show you kind of my relative, I suppose, situation and what my plans are going forward as a player. I know that's not what my channel is really about. I don't necessarily post gameplay updates or gameplay content. I mostly talk about the game design and discussion parts of it. But even so, it's something I like to do on my fun time because I do still enjoy playing this game even though I like to criticize it a lot. And let's get right into it. So first, this is what I have currently available. To save you the hassle of trying to figure out who I'm missing, I'm only missing Ito and Yoimiya. If and when they ever get rerun, I'm gonna pull for them just for the sake of collection. I'm not like a super try-hard player in that I don't get every single 5-star character to beat the game because you don't have to. I do it because I'm a sucker for gacha and I like collecting stuff. I'm a huge collection person. So I have pretty much every 5-star in the game, barring Yoimiya and Ito, but as soon as they're available, I'm gonna go after them. Anyways, I'm gonna go through my 5-star characters and I guess relevant 4-star characters one at a time and kind of show what their statuses are and what I plan to do with them. So for Diluc, he's sitting at a pretty comfortable 80% crit rate, 151 crit damage. You may notice across a lot of my characters that I prioritize crit rate more than crit damage. I would rather have 80% crit rate and like 100% crit damage as opposed to 50% crit rate and 150% crit damage because I prefer consistency more than the big numbers. So that's where he's sitting at right now. He's got a Wolf's Greystone R2, and his artifacts I go for a Crimson Witch set, so we'll go through really quickly. This is the stats. If you want to pause to see them, you can. I'm going to be going through them very quickly because I have a lot of characters. I'd say Diluc is more or less done. I don't really put that much effort into improving him any further because I only use him for just like daily exploration commissions and what have you. You see 4. Talents are 999, I believe. Yeah, 999. So for Xiao, he is 93% crit rate, 150 crit damage. His weapon's a R2 Jadewing Spear. I'm pretty sure I have a few more, right? I have one more, but I'm saving it in case someone else wants to use it. And as for his artifacts, here they are. Xiao definitely has work. He can improve a bit more. He stands to improve for a lot, but he's not really a priority character for me because I don't use him in Abyss. You see 1. And his talents are 799. Kazuha needs a lot of work actually. He's super far behind. His low crit rate, crit damage, but you don't build him for crit rate, crit damage, you go for Element Mastery. And his weapon is Freedom Sword. His flower is this. Then his feather. Then his timepiece. Then goblet. And then headpiece. So yeah, these stats are not that great, but they get the job done. I have C1. I am waiting for his rerun so I can get C2. I really want this one. And talents, he's 599. So my Zhongli is a mixture of support and damage. I still appreciate the fact that he can one-shot people with his boulder. Got a rank 1 or refinement 1 Staff of Homa. His artifacts are again a mixture of health and crit damage. I try to go for both if I can, but if I had to choose one or the other, I choose health. I'm thinking about maybe I should get the 4-piece Tenacity of Millilith as opposed to a 2-piece, but I can't be bothered right now. He's fine as is. He's C2. C2 is really important, so you can get a second shield. And talents, he's 699. Venti is very high crit rate focused because I use a Skyward Harp, but I am working on his elegy for the end. The only problem is I don't have materials. I've exhausted all of them. I went super aggressive on upgrading characters for some reason. I don't know why. Flower, feather, timepiece, goblet, and headpiece. Constellation is C0. Even with his rerun in the past, I decided to skip it because none of his constellations really help anyone besides him, per se. 579. Eula. So she's not finished. I actually haven't really touched her at all. She does have a finished sword, and her artifacts are passable, but they're not fantastic. I actually have not used her at all. I just have her. I probably should get around to using her because she is useful in certain cases. Constellation, she's C1, which I believe is the only important one. I'm pretty sure maybe C2 would be... No, C2 would be good too, but I don't really prioritize it too much. 777. Ganyu is 90, she's 73.8 crit, 180 crit damage. Amos bow, I have a second one, but again, I like to keep a spare just in case a future character is going to need it. So she's not actually 4-piece Blizzard. She's 2-piece, 2-piece. Constellation 2, because you get the second decoy, and she's a 979. I should probably work on finishing that trail just so I can get a bit more damage, but that's fine for now. Ayaka, 70%, 213. Her weapon is Mist Splitter, and her artifacts is a 2-piece, 2-piece. And C2. C2 is the important one. So you can get the triple tornado. And she's a 799. I do need to finish this especially. Oh, I can actually, but... Should I? Why not? And how far away am I for the last one? Not too far, actually. Shogun. 60, 100, and 275.8 energy. I should be getting a... I should try to go for 300, but it's been difficult. As you guys know, this artifact set is such a pain in the ass to get. At least good ones. That's about the best I could do in terms of the EOSF. She's C2, which is the important one. The 60% true damage. 7, 8, 10. She needs a bit more work. Talents are so expensive. Kuting, my lovely Kuting, and she's at 70% crit rate, 215 crit damage, and last time you saw her she was using a Primordial Jade Cutter, but I have since got the Mist Splitter since we have the Ayaka rerun. And that's an improvement for her. So I would say most of my... Oh yeah, she's also my only C6 5-star. I would say that out of all of... Most of my 5-star characters are around 80% completion, or like in 85% completion, where it's like, they're not perfect. Certainly not the best that I've seen, but they're good enough to where I would say they're more or less finished. C2. I'm pretty sure you want C4, but I can't be bothered, and we haven't had a rerun of him in a while. Hu Tao is probably my second most invested character, I think. She carried much of early 2021. Yeah, I need a better, need to get her a better hat. The only issue is that any other hat with crit damage is, or crit rate, there's no other crit rate hat that I have that doesn't also give crit damage. So she surprisingly needs a bit more work too, but she's at C3. And she's probably the only character I have used multiple crowns on. The only other character I used a crown on is Shogun. And I think it's just these two. I have a few crowns, I just don't really feel like using them unless I absolutely need to. Chi-Chi is not finished. In fact, she's not even halfway close to finished. She is mostly just garbage. Mona, same as well. She's not anywhere close to finished. I have never used her, nor will I ever, because I just can't get around to using her burst, and there are better Hydro units out there, especially with Ayato. Albedo is naked, but I will get around to working on him eventually. Klee is also naked. Well, she has a few things, but they're not great in any way. Constellation, she's C0 and 111. Jean is also, she's C5, she's the closest one to the C6. Primarily because I get her a lot off banner. I get way too many of her. And I'm a fan of Jean as Genshin Saber knockoff, but not necessarily. I don't really see a reason to use her because we have Venti and Kazuha. Shinhe is more improved on than most others. She's got a lot of attack. She's got Calamity. And her artifacts are worked on a little bit. Just a little bit. They're not bad. And Constellation, she is C2. This is important. This one's the important one. Talents 188. You don't need to attack with her at all. Fiona. She's completed in the sense that like her level and I guess her weapon's okay. Could use a bit more refinements, or not refinements, but ascensions. Though I haven't really gotten around to upgrading the rest of her artifacts and talents. Frankly speaking, even though she's really good in Abyss, I would much rather have Shinhe over Fiona to support like any of my ice units. Xingzhou. So my plan for, I guess, going forward is just to complete the characters I already have. I will be pulling for Yelan. I don't know if it's Yelan or Yulan, but I will pull for her because she looks cool and she's best waifu for everybody. She's the new hot girl on the block. I don't really know what she is. Is she a DPS or is she a support? But some people have been saying that there might be an increase in Shinhe-like units where they're supports specifically for their own element, which would be interesting. Definitely interesting. Oh yeah, I'm one of the few people who actually activated Fire Ventures with me. Out of the all the Raiden National characters, besides Shogun, Xiangling is definitely my weakest one, my least optimized. She's pretty underworked or suboptimal. But she is C6? All 4 stars I have are C6 pretty much. Miko, I have been working on getting her materials and like getting her ascended, and I also have been working on her item. I just never got around to working on her, and she just has like random artifacts, as you can see right here. No real major investment put into her. I have her at C2 though. 455 Ayato. So I'm working on him. He's like priority number 1. I'm just saving my money for a bit, and his weapon still needs to be upgraded too, but I'm poor because I don't have any weapon enhancement ores. He's naked in terms of everything else. I didn't bother getting more constellations of him. I just felt like maybe I should not be super wasteful with my spending. I like to collect every character, but that doesn't mean I have to complete every character. Sucrose is not improved at all. She's pretty much unusable. Not unusable in the objective sense, but I haven't used her. Same with Razor. And that's about it. I haven't really... Well, there is Kokomi. I have been working on her a little bit. Just trying to collect her pearls and her ascension stuff. And I do have her... Where is it? This thing. I will plan on getting around to working on her because she's super useful in Spiral Abyss. And Yunshin is my next one too because she synergizes with Ayato really well. So I'll work on her. She's also C6. Everyone up until this point, Lisa C3, Yunshin, Chongyun, Noelle, Toma, Kaya is C1, Amber is C0, Aloy doesn't have constellations, Goro is 4. Oh, interesting. I mean, Not that I'll ever use them. Ningguang is 6, Sayu is 6, Rosario 6, Sada is 6, Beidou 6, Yanfei 6, and Xinyan 6. So those are all my characters, and I think I went through that pretty fast actually, not bad. Usually I ramble a lot more. Let's see. I have a to-do list on my my third monitor. Let me see. So next one I have to do is Ayatol's weapon to max level, and then his level to max level. Then I need to finish Venti's bow, and then I finished Kuxing's Mist Splitter, which is good, and then work on Genshin. So I think my next option, or my next plan, probably to finish these two. These two are the next priority units, and then if I have time, then I might get around to improving Sada, because she's been, a lot of people have been saying she's been slowly and gradually climbing up tier lists because of how like viable she is. As a follow-up support to a lot of characters. And maybe I'll work on Yaimiko. There's too much to work on, and not enough resources. I do have a few things that I can use to speed up the process, like I still have a good amount of fragile resin, and you know, I have a decent amount of Mora, and as well as some materials to work with. I have a good amount. I need to get around to doing the Shogun boss, man. There's so many things I'm behind on. All I've been doing for the past couple of months, for most of the past, I would say up until around just now, just been logging in, doing my dailies, and that's about it. I haven't been putting too much effort into playing this game and fully exploring, as you can see here by the fact that I've never done Serenity Pot. So I guess you can say I'm a very casual whale, if that makes sense. But going forward, I don't think I'll be able to keep up too much with pulling for every new unit as much as I want to. I'll see how it goes. If they release only one new unit a month, I can afford it. But after that, I don't think I want to spend any more money on this game than I already have. Because we're at that point where even if new units are released, the ones you have, like, there are just enough 5 stars and 4-star characters to where you can account for any situation. If you need to go Cryo Party, Pyro Party, Geo Party, Animal Party, Hydro Party, like, you have enough. So maybe after Yelan, I might just stop and then move on. And by move on, I don't mean quit, but I just like move on to focusing on what I already have, as opposed to diverting my resources too thin. But anyways, that's gonna be it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. Let me know if you have any questions or any characters. I'm no expert by any means, but if you're saying like, if you have a question on how to work on, let's say, Ganyu, then I would like to believe I have, at the very least, the best weapon for each of the 5 stars. Except for, well, Venti, I had to finish this. I pretty much have their signature weapon for every 5-star character, which is awesome. And yeah, I will update you maybe later in the summer, because I have taken it upon myself to work a bit more on my characters. I've been kind of autopiloting every day, as I mentioned earlier, but now I'm starting to actually like focus on optimization just so that I can... It's either this or play League, and I don't like playing League anymore for now. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you have, please be sure to leave a like. Don't forget to follow my channel for more content like this, and also follow me on Twitter, join my Discord server. We have a very big Genshin community in there. And check out my previous episodes. Well, I guess check out my scripted commentary if you haven't yet. If you're new to the channel, welcome. And yeah, I'll see you again soon for the next episode. Take care.